All right, let's talk about Oscar Pettiford. We gotta face the hard truth that a man that was born 100 years ago is significantly hipper than all of us. If you're unfamiliar with Oscar Pettiford, here's a quick little recap. He was born in 1922. He comes from a musical family. He was born on a native reservation in Oklahoma. He was really one of the bebop innovators. He essentially reimagined what was possible on the double bass by incorporating a lot of bebop vocabulary on the instrument in ways that were never seen before and, quite frankly, hard to imitate ever since. He's also a great example of a bass player as a band leader. Like many other black musicians from America, he left for Europe in the 1950s, and ultimately he passed away in 1960 in Copenhagen. Some of the qualities that make him unique are his touch on the instrument. He had a really delicate touch. You could hear a lot of finger sound when he slid around the fingerboard. Really nice. Of course, melodically and rhythmically, he was very interesting as well. And I know it's such a cliche thing to say about a musician, but it's really the truth here for OP. He was quite melodically sound and rhythmically very interesting. Maybe one of the most important things about his bass playing is that he was incredibly inventive and very imaginative on the instrument. So we're going to take a listen to Bohemia After Dark. This was recorded in 1955, and it really showcases the imaginative quality that he had as an artist. So let's talk about the tune first. Bohemia After Dark, if you're not familiar, it's a 32-bar form. Pretty standard, AABA. Mostly hangs around in G minor as the key, and then the bridge sort of has a C7 sus kind of sound, basically a C pedal. Check out what he does on the bridge. He always makes it interesting. Pretty cool. So you probably heard, but he did a 5-beat pattern superimposed over the 4/4 swing. Pretty crazy. So he also does something pretty similar later on in the tune. Let's fast forward a little bit to 2:43 in the recording. Check out what he does on the bridge here. Sounds pretty familiar. It's basically the same thing that he did at the beginning, but instead of it being a 5-beat pattern, now it's a 6-beat pattern. Pretty slick. And as cool as those first two examples are, check out the third example in this track where he plays, again, a similar idea, but he totally f***s with it. Check it out. What? If you didn't know, now you know. Oscar Pettiford. He's hipper than you, he's hipper than me. Check it out.
Thanks so much for watching. If you appreciate the content that I make, please consider subscribing on Patreon. You can find me at Music Mentor Online.